Hello, everyone. My name is Steve, and this is English with Sophia YouTube channel. Are you ready for a listening challenge? Let's see if you can understand this entire story. I'm 27 years old. This is a true story about my big adventure that happened last year. Last spring, I made a life-changing decision. I decided to move to a new city for a better job opportunity. I had lived in my hometown my entire life. Leaving was scary, but I knew I needed this change badly. The new city was called Riverside. It was 300 miles away from my hometown, very far from my family and friends. On moving day, I packed all my belongings into boxes: clothes, books, dishes, photos, and memories. Everything I own. My parents helped me load everything into a moving truck. My mom was crying. She didn't want me to leave. "Don't worry, Mom," I said softly. "I'll call you every day. I promise. This isn't goodbye forever. Just see you later."
Be brave, Steve. You're going to do great things. We believe in you completely. Make us proud, son.
I got into my car and started driving. In my mirror, I saw my parents waving goodbye. My heart felt heavy. The drive took 5 hours. I listened to music, drank coffee, and thought about my new life ahead. So many mixed emotions. Finally, I arrived in Riverside. The city looked modern and busy. Tall glass buildings everywhere, cars honking constantly, people rushing around. I drove to my new apartment building. It was a 10-story building made of red brick. It looked nice, clean, and welcoming. I parked my car and went inside. The lobby had marble floors and a big chandelier hanging from the ceiling. Very fancy. I took the elevator to the 7th floor. My apartment was number 703. I unlocked the door nervously with shaking hands. The apartment was empty and quiet. Sunlight came through the windows. The wooden floors were shiny. It felt strange but exciting. I had 3 rooms: a bedroom, a living room, and a kitchen, plus 1 bathroom. Perfect size for one person like me. The moving truck arrived 30 minutes later. 2 strong men carried all my boxes upstairs. They worked very quickly and efficiently. After they left, I stood alone, surrounded by boxes everywhere. "Okay, Steve," I told myself. "Time to start unpacking everything now." I unpacked for 6 hours straight without stopping. I organized my clothes in the closet, arranged books on shelves, and hung pictures on walls. By evening, I was completely exhausted. My back hurt, my arms hurt, everything hurt. But my apartment was starting to look like home. I realized I hadn't eaten anything all day. I was starving. But I had no food in my apartment yet. Nothing at all. I decided to go outside and find a restaurant. Time to explore my new neighborhood and find something delicious to eat. I walked down the street looking at different places. There were Italian restaurants, Chinese restaurants, burger places, and coffee shops on every corner. I chose a small Italian restaurant called Mama Rosa's. It looked cozy and smelled amazing. My stomach was growling very loudly. Yes, I just moved to Riverside today. This is my first meal in the city. I'm Steve, by the way. Oh, how wonderful. Welcome to Riverside, Steve. Then you must try our special lasagna. It's the best in town. Trust me completely. I ordered the lasagna and a glass of cold lemonade. While waiting, I looked around. The restaurant had checkered tablecloths and soft Italian music playing. Yes, please. The food arrived quickly. The lasagna looked incredible. Cheese bubbling on top, rich tomatoes, layers of pasta.
I took my first bite. Oh my goodness. It was absolutely delicious. The best lasagna I had ever tasted in my entire life.
While eating, another customer sat at the table next to mine. He was a young guy about my age, reading a sports magazine.
I finished my meal, paid the bill, and walked back to my apartment. The night air was cool, refreshing, and calming. That night, I called my parents as promised. I told them about my apartment, the delicious food. "See, Mom, everything is going to be fine here. You don't need to worry about me so much. I'm okay." My first night in the new apartment was strange. Different sounds, different shadows, different feelings everywhere. But I felt hopeful and excited about tomorrow. The next morning, I woke up early. Today was my first day at my new job. I felt nervous and excited at the same time. I chose my outfit carefully. Professional but comfortable. Black pants, white blouse, and my favorite blazer. I looked good and confident. I ate a quick breakfast, toast with peanut butter and a cup of strong black coffee. I needed lots of energy for this important day. The office building was downtown, 20 minutes away by car. I left extra early because I absolutely didn't want to be late. I arrived with 15 minutes to spare.
Perfect timing. The building was huge and modern, with glass walls and a beautiful fountain outside the entrance.
I went to the reception desk. Good morning, I'm Steve Morrison. Today is my first day. I'm starting in the marketing department on the 5th floor.
Welcome, Steve. Let me call your manager right now. Please have a seat and wait just one moment.
5 minutes later, a tall man in a gray suit approached me.
Steve, I'm Robert Johnson, your manager. Welcome to our team. Great to meet you.
Robert showed me around the office. Open workspace, modern computers, comfortable ergonomic chairs, a break room with free coffee and snacks. Very impressive setup. My desk was near a large window with an amazing view of the city. I could see buildings, trees, and the beautiful river. Absolutely beautiful. Robert explained my responsibilities clearly. I would work on social media campaigns, create marketing content, and analyze data. Exciting challenges were ahead. My first day was busy, but really good. I learned new software programs, attended several meetings, and started my first project. Time flew incredibly quickly. During lunch break, 3 colleagues invited me to join them at a nearby sandwich shop. I accepted gladly, making work friends already. Their names were Michael, Amanda, and Carlos. They asked me questions about my background and why I decided to move to Riverside. I told them about my hometown, my family, and my career goals. They listened carefully and shared their own interesting stories too.
You'll love this city, Steve. There's always something fun happening here. Concerts, festivals, markets, sports events, everything. And the food scene is incredible, man. We have restaurants from every country imaginable. You'll never get bored eating here. That weekend, Marcus kept his promise. He picked me up Saturday morning in his car. Ready for a city tour, Steve? He asked cheerfully. First, we visited the downtown area. Beautiful old buildings, talented street performers, outdoor cafes, interesting art. We had lunch at the Riverside Park. We bought delicious tacos from a food truck and sat on the grass watching boats pass by slowly.
This park is my favorite place in the whole city. I come here every Sunday to relax and forget about work stress completely.
Next, he took me to the city library. It was enormous. 5 floors full of thousands of books, computers, study rooms, and quiet reading areas. I'll definitely come here often. I love libraries. They're like treasure houses full of knowledge, information, and amazing stories. We also visited a busy farmer's market. Fresh vegetables, colorful fruits, beautiful flowers, homemade bread. I bought some apples, tomatoes, and a loaf of fresh sourdough bread. Supporting local farmers felt good, responsible, and important. Thank you so much, man. You made me feel welcome here. I really appreciate your kindness and time.
That's what friends do, Steve. Text me anytime. Let's hang out again next weekend, okay? We'll explore more places.
Weeks passed quickly. I settled into my new routine perfectly. Work during weekdays, exploring the city on weekends, making new friends constantly everywhere I went. I joined a boxing gym nearby. I met more people there who shared my interests in fitness and staying healthy. I also found a poker night that met every Thursday evening at a local bar. We played cards and had great conversations together. My apartment slowly became a real home. I added plants, a big TV, comfortable furniture, and sports posters. One day, my parents came to visit me. They wanted to see my new life with their own eyes. I was so excited to show them absolutely everything. I gave them a complete tour of my apartment, my office building, my favorite restaurants, and the beautiful Riverside Park. They were really impressed by everything.
Steve, we're so proud of you, son. You were brave, and you've built a wonderful new life here.
My mom hugged me tightly. I was so worried at first, she admitted, but now I can see you're happy.
Looking back now, moving to Riverside was the best decision I ever made in my life. It taught me courage, independence, and real self-confidence.
I learned that change is scary, but absolutely necessary for personal growth. Staying comfortable.
I discovered that people are genuinely kind everywhere if you're open to friendship. I found amazing friends who support and inspire me every single day. So, did you understand my entire story? Could you follow all the details from the very beginning to the end? I really hope so.
If you understood everything, congratulations. Your English listening skills are excellent. You should be very proud of yourself right now.
If you missed some parts, don't worry at all. That's completely normal and okay. Watch again, practice more regularly, and you'll improve quickly. I believe in you.
Remember, learning English takes time and patience. Every single day you practice, you get better and better. Never give up on your learning goals.
Thank you for listening to my story about moving to a new city and starting a completely new life. I hope it inspired you somehow today. Keep practicing your English every single day. Listen to stories, watch videos, read books, and speak whenever possible. You absolutely can do this. If you enjoyed this story, please like this video and subscribe to English with Sophia for more English listening practice. It really helps us create more content. What about you? Have you ever moved to a new place? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your personal stories too. Goodbye, everyone.